Today we welcome una to this our YouTube channel, and today our topic be say we go dey talk about how Davido take fight im best friend for club because say him catch am dey sit down with Wizkid. But before I continue, make una no forget to click on our red subscribe button to subscribe to this our channel and hit the notification bell too for more updates. Today, our tori na about Davido and im best friend Cubana Chief Priest for club. Na so Davido go catch Cubana Chief Priest dey scatter for club with Wizkid. Na im come vex, the two of dem come dey fight. Now make we no forget say Davido and Cubana Chief Priest their friendship bin start when Davido enter im club for Imo State as im bring large crowd enter the club, and since then things don follow change for Cubana Chief Priest. And since that time wey Davido enter that club, every time we dey always see am with Davido. Sometimes for Davido important trips, im dey follow Davido. Even for Davido private jet, him too don follow testify say him don enter. And through Davido too, Cubana Chief Priest don get so many opportunities. Although Cubana Chief Priest na show promoter for this country, and him too we dey see am with plenty musicians. But we know say since when Davido and Wizkid start to get problem, Cubana Chief Priest dey always pick side with Davido based on the matter say Davido na im best friend. Not until Davido now come fight with am because say him go sit down with Wizkid for club. And make we too no forget say e no too tey wey Wizkid declare him love too for Davido for the Afro Nation Festival, wey him talk say him love Burna Boy, him love Davido, and him love other Afro musicians too. Well, I no know how Davido take react to this one, but I know say how many days ago we bin see Davido with Cubana Chief Priest dem dey chop to celebrate the new month based on the fact say the two of them dey close. Now I no come know wetin come cause the fight between them, because I know say Davido naturally him and Wizkid dem no like themselves and the two of them dey quarrel. Well, me I think say this thing wey Wizkid now don talk suppose to ease Davido mind, because Davido say him be master of love and him too no get problem with any musician. Anybody wey like am, him too go follow like them. Make we no forget say the two of them too dem follow meet perform for that Afro Nation Festival. Although we no see the two of them together, na only Wizkid we see with plenty musicians for the Afro Nation wey dem celebrate for Portugal. We see Wizkid with Burna Boy, we see am with Naira Marley, we see am with Omale, we see am with plenty people. Even Ramajago too follow dey with Wizkid, and so many international musicians too. Even one music star too wey dey do beat for Davido, we follow see am for the midst of Wizkid there for Callistica, to show you say Wizkid too na master of love. Well, we know say this Davido Cubana Chief Priest too, their love no be here, because Davido don really show say him friendship with Cubana Chief Priest na on another level, and Cubana Chief Priest too don follow show him support for Davido, especially that time wey him and Burna Boy bin fight for club. Cubana Chief Priest dey sabi hype this Davido very well for all the musicians, and him dey talk say nobody get money like Davido for the music industry for Nigeria. Now today now we don go see am with Wizkid for club. Abi na because say na Wizkid dey trend, na based on say Wizkid too don achieve plenty things for the industry, na why him too come follow sideline Davido, put for one corner now go dey chill with Wizkid, because now na the winning team wey dey bring money na im people too dey follow. Abi e be say him and Davido, the two of them bin don get problem since, but him no wan let us know, because we know say this thing wey him dey do so na fight wey him and Davido don fight. So well, me I no sabi but I know say this Cubana Chief Priest too, we don see am with plenty musicians and entertainers for the country, especially as him too be hype man. We don see am with Flavour, we don see am with Tiwa Savage, we don even see am with Pato Ranking. We don follow see am with plenty music stars too. So if e be say na one of those hype wey him dey do, or Wizkid don track him way come in club, so him say even as Wizkid come, make him follow go greet Wizkid. Well, e dey possible too. After all, e mean say Davido and Wizkid dey fight too, no mean say Cubana Chief Priest too and Wizkid too dem go follow get matter. Although Davido na im tight hand man. And on a normal level too, im loyalty too to Davido really matter, because we know say Davido dey follow tag am along, and na because of Davido wey pipu know Cubana Chief Priest. Im club bin don dey exist dat time, but based on say nobody bin sabi, and as soon as Davido bin step in there, everything bin come dey possible. Well, na it as say Davido come follow him dey fight based on the matter say him no suppose link up with Wizkid anywhere for club, whether na the best musician or not. But we know say nobody too fit fight Wizkid. After all, Wizkid na master of love, and of recent we don dey see Wizkid dey promote so many Afro artists. So Cubana Chief Priest go don dey feel say as Wizkid now don come in club, e mean say so many people too go follow come in club. So make him to go there with Wizkid, so that e go come be like say Wizkid too presence go follow dey hype am. Well, na business too wey him dey try do. You know say man must chop. The money too wey him get must rise. After all, if Davido go fit make him club dey famous, imagine wetin Wizkid go fit do. And Wizkid na the most popular music star for Africa here. And Wizkid don achieve plenty things too wey Davido never achieve, because him don collect Grammy, and of recent too dey follow give am BET award. And him too, him music don sell, because na him be the highest African music star wey him song dey sell for obodo oyinbo and for the world too. So no be bad thing if Obi Cubana Chief Priest follow tag along with Wizkid. But na serious fight wey him and Davido dey fight. So because how many days ago we see am with Davido, and him dey post Davido back to back, and Davido too dey follow post am, and Davido dey tag am along, and Davido too don make am understand say na him best friend him be. Na it make Davido come see am dey fight Cubana Chief Priest. But no be like say the matter plenty o. But na based on say Davido now and Cubana Chief Priest, the two of them be close friends. So him too no suppose link up with Wizkid, because he know say Davido and Wizkid get issues. Wizkid now don come out say he no get issue with anybody. Na all love wey dey im mind. To show you say Wizkid na free spirit artist. Although plenty of Davido fans too don follow criticize Wizkid, because dem say him dey lie, and everything too wey him dey do no be based on realistic things. Him just wan show fans say nothing dey go on, and him too wan follow use that one trend. But for the Afro festival too, we see plenty musicians buju. We see plenty of them dey full Wizkid for body. Even for im room wey him go dress up sef, plenty of them come. So say the security come dey stop plenty musicians from entering. Him come tell them say make dem allow them, make dem enter come celebrate with am. Everybody now dey give Wizkid hand because him be baba for the music industry. And Davido no too stay. As soon as him finish him performance, him go. Burna Boy bin dey small because him bin dey celebrate him birthday. Na all dis thing now come make me say Davido now dey fight Cubana Chief Priest based on the matter say him no suppose link up with Wizkid, because na Wizkid dey fight am. And for how many years too, Cubana Chief Priest too, we never too see am with Wizkid for the industry. And so Davido wey dey carry am along. Well, me I no know if e be say before him go don do all these things too, him go don take permission from Wizkid to chill, from Davido to chill with Wizkid. Well, anything too fit happen. If e be say him boss too, Davido bin dey background, so him no fit disrespect Davido to that extent. But the thing wey I know be say of recent, we see Cubana Chief Priest dey chill with him best friend Davido enemy. And Davido and Wizkid dem no dey on good terms, because even as Wizkid still talk that thing, Davido never react. Well, na it make for this life too, you no fit fight another person war, and you no fit carry another person matter put for head, and you too you no fit fight another person enemy. So e kukuma better make Cubana Chief Priest too stay clear, because these two people na musician. Secretly dem fit no dey quarrel, na these people know themselves. So if e be say Davido dey aware say Cubana Chief Priest dey chill with Wizkid. Well, una thank you too for watching this video today, and make una no forget to subscribe to this channel for more tori by clicking on the red subscribe button and hitting the notification bell to get our recent updates for YouTube.